Hold on just one moment. Let's get this stream up and running. Do-do-do. Just bear with. Just doing our last minute checks before we start the stream. Let's get on there. Stick that like that. Stick that like that. Right. Okay. I think we are ready.
Yep. Game's just loading for me. Let's check out your sexy overlay.
Just tell me if I'm echoing back at you when I use push to talk.
One sec.
Hi Thomas. How you doing? Thank you very much. Hi Joker.
Sounds pretty good in the stream.
Good. Okay, so here we are in the question and answer test stream. Feel free to ask questions about the event. This is the Team Conquest event that's coming up on Sunday, 7 PM UK time. I am joined here by Sam, who is the organizer of the event, and he's going to be walking me through it. Sorry. Say hi.
How's it going?
So this is the man who you've got to thank for this. He's basically organised this off of his own back, and he's done an excellent job getting everything together. So hopefully it's all going to go really, really well. But I'm going to let him explain how it's going to work and answer questions. So go for it.
Yeah. So basically, Rust Conquest will start in this cool little starting zone here, which Mr. SHADOWFRAX is stood in one of the team's little cages, which they'll be teleported to, given full health, etc., full food, and yeah, they won't have any other gear apart from a rock and a torch, just like you'd expect.
Yep. So not like me, who's got an M249 to start off with. That's just me liking to start off with something big and beefy.
Yeah.
So okay, so they're going to start in these cages. This is in the centre of the Happis Island map, I believe.
Yeah. The map's on the Rust Conquest website at the moment in the forums, if you want to check that out.
Right. Okay. Excellent.
These cages haven't been allocated yet, so we don't know who's in which one. It's kind of going to be, fixed to who gets which letter, I guess. Which will be decided in tomorrow's stream, and we'll put all the sign stuff on and everything.
Yeah.
Very quickly whilst the stream's live and kicking off and everything.
Okay, so just to help those who have just joined, this is not the actual event. This is just a test stream. The actual event is happening on Sunday, as planned, at 7 PM UK time. So don't worry, don't start thinking, I've missed it. This is just to test things out and to answer your questions if you have got any about the event. So there you go. Go on. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so basically they'll spawn in those, and when we I don't know, put you up in the air, they'll all open their gates and run out, and I guess this team will run to this box first, and they'll find that gear in there. The gear will be different on the actual day, but yeah, I think I've nerfed it a bit on the because this isn't the server; it's a duplicate. Just in case anybody finds it, with us on it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And yeah, hopefully they won't all just run out and try and start killing each other with rocks. I hope they'll be a bit more civilized than that.
Yeah, let me just check any boxes before you open them, just in case there's a surprise in it.
Sure. Yeah, we don't want to give anything away, do we?
Because we do actually have some surprises. Like, I don't want to give too much away, but not everything might be in boxes. So yeah.
Okay. That's
because, as some people might know, you can hide things inside other things such as campfires. I don't think you can do it inside lanterns anymore, but you used to be able to.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure actually. So okay, Yeah, just looking on the screen here. Just to let people know, this overlay that I've got on top with the shows the teams as they stand at the moment. Hopefully that's not going to change anymore. We did have a substitution, didn't we? Zuckles dropped out. Unfortunately, where he is, because of time zones, it's going to be about 2 a.m. in the morning, and he's got school. So, you know, that's his education is paramount. So Trowsy has taken his place, which still makes a very good team. But as I think we've said before, it's not all about PvP, is it?
No, definitely not. A lot of it is base building, and we have adjusted the rules slightly recently, which basically we're not allowing tool cupboards to be craftable, for the simple reason people could just make ginormous bases like they do in, say, Rustopia or what is it, Rustralasia.
Yes.
And we don't want that because that'll just take hours and hours and hours to sort out and to raid, and it just won't be fun to watch. So we're allowing one tool cupboard. We might actually have some tool cupboards hidden around for people to find. We might have some missions just to kind of give them an edge a bit, which I think that'd be fair. But for the most part, one tool cupboard is what we're allowing.
Right.
Another thing, we're not allowing fully armored doors. They've been disabled just because, you know, it's just another thing to kind of speed it all up a bit.
Okay.
And,
so sheet metal door is the highest tier you can go.
Yep, sheet metal door is
door-wise.
the highest tier, which is kind of all we see on normal servers anyway. So
Usually until a certain point.
Yeah.
Okay. And So the tool cupboards that they're going to have, or the tool cupboard they're going to have, are they only going to be able to have one tool cupboard?
There is one tool cupboard that is placed within the cage at the moment, which they will authorise themselves on when they get there. So I guess they've got to kind of get there quick.
Yes. Okay.
But we're planning on doing some missions around, such as airdrops, and then like little small buildings where, say, a couple of us staff members may defend it, and we'll have some juicy loot inside it for them to use to their advantage.
That's good, because I was wondering how you were going to do some of these events, whether they were just going to be airdrops or whether you're going to have some special stuff like that.
Oh, we're planning on some special stuff. We might. I think one thing I do want to do is incorporate the big tunnel. The tunnel is something I want in it.
Ah, the Tunnel of Love. Yes.
So I'm thinking we might have, because we can't place anything in there unless I find a way of doing it. We might have to just have a guy stood there waiting to be killed.
Yeah.
You know, just one of us guys just stood there waiting to be killed, get the loot. So
that's going to be an interesting day for him.
The other teams will turn up and fight it out together.
Yeah. Okay, so just a couple of questions that have been asked about tool cupboards. So they're not going to be able to place external tool cupboards, as in a perimeter.
If they find them within the server, yes.
Okay.
But they will not be able to craft them.
Okay, so it will be a matter of them having to go out and look for them, potentially leaving their base poorly defended, in order to risk getting. So they'll have to risk in order to get something good.
Yeah. That's about it. Yeah.
Sounds fair. Sounds fair to me. Okay.
I mean, there's got to be some missions about that give people advantages, such as at the end, if it's kind of dragging on a bit, we might do a little mission with, like, I don't know, 50 C4. You know, obviously we wouldn't do that if there was only 2 teams left.
Yeah.
Because they'd kind of just be sitting in their bases. Maybe one of them would go raid. But we basically, as we're going through this, we need to give people incentives to go out and do things.
Yes,
but they also need to play it tactically and probably leave someone at their base. Otherwise, they're leaving it vulnerable.
Yes, indeed. Actually, I've just thought I can put the map up. If you just bear with me a second, I can probably get the map as an overlay as well, and then I can show people where the teams are going to be starting off. So just bear with me a second.
Yeah.
And I should get that
I am
up.
going to quickly sign in on Steam and post a announcement in the
Let's
group.
just do this.
If you haven't joined the group already, if you want to go on Steam and type in Rust Conquest, it's just called Rust Conquest. Check that out.
That's a shame.
You know?
It's a bit too big.
We'll be posting announcements on there when we go live and when YouTube videos go up, because we will be putting the whole thing on YouTube at the end, as well as a fully edited version with all the different cuts in. Probably as long as 3 hours, but it'll all be nicely edited with the different streams, such as you might get a cut of Size Syndicate's view from his first person and kind of mash it up.
So just so that people know, you're asking all of the contenders, as far as it's possible for them, obviously, because some of them don't have good enough internet, I believe, to stream as they're playing. So there's going to be plenty of choice when it comes to who you can watch. You can see things from people's different angles, but we'll also try and produce some sort of video of the whole event using different viewpoints.
Yeah,
that'd be really cool.
Yeah. So basically, as you can see, there's the 4. They're not exactly equally spread out, but that's just me being a bad builder.
Well, you've also got to
counter that. I tried to counter that by having boxes everywhere rather than just on that podium, which I built first.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And I mean, they've got each other to worry about as well. If they die in this small bit here, where will they respawn?
They will spawn on the beach. They could be anywhere. Like,
right.
That's the risk of trying to get some of this loot.
Okay.
You'll spawn somewhere else. And also, I want to add, there is a hell of a lot of loot here, and we will not be leaving it here.
Right.
When within, I don't know, 5 minutes, we'll start blowing it up.
So it's fill your pockets and leg it.
Yeah.
Bit like sort of a Hunger Games type thing, in a way.
That's the plan.
Right. So, now, from here, I'm sorry I can't bring the map up, because unfortunately I've got it in a larger resolution than the screen that I'm streaming in, so I only see a corner of it. I should have rendered a smaller version. But you can see the map on the website, I believe.
Yep.
rustconquest.com.
If you go on rustconquest.com and go on the forums, you can check it out, and it's... I'm just going to bring it up for myself now. In the news and announcements section on the forums, it is there.
Yeah. And also, what was I going to say? They can, once they're in a position, they can craft sleeping bags, and they can put those down inside their base or wherever they like. Okay.
Yep, perfectly fine.
Okay, good. So from here, then, where do they go? I mean, take us to one of them.
I guess they go to the area. So I guess we'll go to A. I've got a teleport set up, so I'll just go there.
Okay, can you teleport
you to me?
Yeah, to teleport. Okay, there he goes. So we're just waiting for him to teleport me, and then we'll go and see what it is they are going to have to defend.
We go. I forgot what your username was for a minute.
Right, okay, here we go.
So basically, this is Zone A, and this is what it will look like in the actual event, because all this area is set up on the actual server the same. They're all in kind of different, all the different areas. Like this one's quite a flat area, whereas some of the other ones are quite slanted. And I'd probably say this is the flattest area.
Right, okay.
So if you want flat, you want A, Dean. Because I know Dean's in the chat.
Oh, okay. Hi, Dean. How you doing?
Yeah. Just to clarify, they don't get a choice. There's no choice of which team gets which area. It's going to be randomly allocated on the stream, so there's not going to be any biased or anything. I think it was Dean has told me which one he would prefer, but that was before we had a 4th area.
Yeah.
And before it's all been placed and stuff.
Okay.
There's no bias here.
Good, good. No, that's fine. As long as everything's random, everything's fair. So we've got, this is what they're going to have to defend. It's basically what's inside here that they've got to defend. That banner.
Yep. I believe it's got 500 health. Yeah, 500 health. So if they were to go through this this gate, that's 250, and then it's obviously the 500 there, so that's roughly 750.
Can't they just shoot
HP
straight?
to...
They could just shoot straight through the gate, couldn't they?
But I don't know. Potentially, somebody could put high externals around this.
Yeah, that's true.
You could just build off it because it's obviously got the foundation. There's a lot of things people could do.
Yeah, but we're leaving that to their own individual strategies.
Yeah.
Okay, so they can place foundations adjacent to this. They can join to it, but they can't actually tamper with this here.
I don't believe they'll be able to. I mean, I don't know why they'd want to.
No, they wouldn't want to, but I mean, they can't, you know...
You mean replace the gate
replace
with a wall
these gates with walls and things like that.
No, they can't do that.
And they can't rebuild they can't place a new banner. That banner, once it's destroyed, it's gone forever.
Yep, they can repair it, I believe.
They can repair it.
But they can't destroy it. I'm pretty sure you can repair the signs. If not, then no, that's it. As soon as it's gone, it's gone.
Okay, Dean Central's just been asking in the chat, are we allowed to put tool cupboards outside the base around it to prevent raid towering?
Basically, as we said earlier, you can't craft tool cupboards. It's not possible to craft tool cupboards, and yeah, the foundation probably is damaged because I only turned the K off today. I'll have to repair them all. Don't worry, guys. They're
on
gonna
the
get
day,
repaired.
it's going to be fine.
Everything's going to be checked on Sunday before we go live. But yeah, as I was saying, tool cupboards can't be crafted. They can only be found in the server. So, for example, at a mission or at the starting zone, I believe there are a couple in the starting zone.
Right. Okay.
And that's just to kind of keep the bases to a relative small area. I mean, you could... I'm expecting people to build towers and stuff further out, which, you know, they're not essential to be defended. So, you know, you can build outside the tool cupboard area. It's just, it's not safe.
No. Okay. That's fine then. Good. Hi, Casey. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, so this is they're all pretty much similar. It's kind of the well, they're all exactly the same, these boxes. It's just the landscape that's kind of different. Like this one's, I'd say, quite open within a certain distance. There are a couple of rocks, but I mean, if you build up high enough, you should be okay. Okay,
so there's plenty of resources around in the way of nodes, trees, etc.
Yeah, everything's going to be checked. I might add some more nodes in, but at the moment, this is how it is.
Okay. And what's the gather rate going to be? Do you know?
Currently, although I've had some people want, because it was 4 times for everything, but I've had some people say that's too much. People are going to build massive bases, and it's going to be ridiculous. I believe myself that I have had it too low now. It's 0.7 for stone and vanilla for wood. Although with the whole tool cupboard, one tool cupboard thing, I might put it up to maybe ×2 on everything.
Okay.
But we kind of want people to spend the time resource gathering and building their base rather than it just being PvP, because I know a lot of people do like base building, and I personally that's the thing I enjoy the most in Rust. So we don't want it. Yes, this is a tournament about killing each other, but it's also a tournament about who can build tactically within the zone and stuff. What's Dean just said? So we can't expand out tool cupboard range. There are tool cupboards. There are tool cupboards that you can find, and in missions and stuff. And honeycombing is, I guess, just kind of a waste of what you could do to, you know, be inventive with your defenses. Like someone suggested hundreds of stone walls around it. Like that would, I guess that would be kind of mostly plausible as long as there's like a way to get to the tool cupboard. Like that would be an effective defense, I'd say. Because how many is it? 6 C4 to get through one of them. I believe it might be something like that.
Through the what? Sorry?
High external stone walls
I
and gates and stuff.
I think it used to be 8, but it's now down to 3, I think.
3? Well, it's still more than a. Like,
It was
like a door, so,
nerfed quite drastically at one point, so...
Yeah, so basically, say someone could put gates all the way out here, and then just wall off the entire rest of it because it's just like a giant wall. There's so much you could do. The reason I've said I don't want honeycombing specifically is it's just empty rooms and it's just walls within walls, and you know I want people to be more tactical than just, oh, we're gonna stick a load of walls out here, because that's kind of a bit boring.
Yeah, okay. But I suppose as long as there's enough C4, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, sulfur, I believe, is on 4 times gather. Well, it is. And metals on 4 times gather. High quality metals on 4 times gather. Everything apart from the resources at the moment is, the building resources is 4 times gather. So, you know, there's plenty of C4 to go around if that's what you want to do.
Right, okay. Well, this is going to be very interesting, and it's also going to be interesting to see what tactics are used, because you've obviously got to try and think, well, do I build up the base first and then strike, or do I try and strike quickly? And if you strike, you know, are you all going to go out, or all 4 of you going to go out? And who are you going to go to? I mean, the potential being that 2 clans could turn up at the same base to raid it. That could be quite interesting as well. Yeah.
I guess I just kind of I want people to think differently to how they would do in a normal raid in a normal server, because that's kind of, most of them are boring. Like, all of these are going to be online raids, what you would call. So people don't need like stacks and stacks and stacks of walls, because they're going to be there defending this cupboard, this banner.
Right, okay.
I guess instead of building as much between the banner and everybody else as possible, you want to build so that you can shoot anywhere in the base from anywhere, kind of like, so a lot of it needs to be open plan.
Okay, yes.
I'd probably say.
Yeah. Just looking back on the questions here, sorry, Dean, I don't know whether you answered this. He said, so long as the honeycombing is accessible, it's allowed, correct?
Yeah.
If I'm able to get into each part of the honeycomb, then there will be no problem. Does it have to have a door, or can there just be a hatch, say a way to drop into it?
You can have, you can build as many walls as you want, as many rooms as you want, as long as there's a door or a hatch that's 1 level up, not 2 levels. There's no boxy, jumpy stuff.
Right.
We don't want that, because it just, you know, it's not needed.
So technically, if it was just 1 level up and they could boost jump up, if
as
they
long
destroyed
as
the
there's a hatch
hatch,
there, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Because obviously a hatch is a door.
Yeah, but obviously you've got that extra difficulty of getting up to the next level, haven't you? So.
Plus, then it kind of, you know, they lose a teammate if they have to boost up, because obviously they can't get everyone up.
No, that's
true. There's only 4 members in each team as well.
That's true.
One of them's got to be at their base.
I'm just thinking of the attackers. That's all.
Yeah.
If they have to go through honeycombing, that's got no doors in it, but it's got hatches in the ceiling. Even if they destroy the hatch, they've got to then get over the wall.
Boosting's quite easy. You just jump on the head.
Yeah, that's right. So
I don't see any problem with that.
Okay. Right.
Jake Bomb, no, it's not today. It is in about 2 days now, the tournament. This is just our Q&A/test stream, just to show everybody what's going on.
Yeah. It's actually going to be starting at 7 PM this Sunday, which is, so just over 48 hours from now.
Yeah. Right, we're ready to move on to another one?
Yep, sure. You lead the way.
Go to B.
And we shall TP. Just going to fly in the air while I'm TPing. Right. Ooh.
So, yeah.
Here's
As
another
you can
one.
see, here's B on the map. Quite open, to be honest.
Yeah, this one is quite open, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, there's
but
no
then
perfectly
again,
flat pieces of ground on the island, is there?
No, there's not. This is quite flat, to be honest. There's a lot of advantages to B. However, there is obviously the mountain right there, and the rocks kind of surrounding. So,
Okay, so I'm just
there's
going,
disadvantages for everyone.
just going up in the sky so that people can see. Yeah, we've got. This is. Yeah, I know this valley. I know this valley well. So this isn't far from the lake, is it? No. That's right.
I don't believe so.
Okay. And as for the rad towns, what are you going to have? Anything special in the rad towns, or it will just be the normal loot that you would expect to find?
It's going to be the better loot plugin. Hopefully there'll be some better stuff in there. But yeah, we're not adding boxes and stuff.
Right, okie dokie. So better loot. That applies to barrels as well that you find out in the open.
Yep.
And things like that.
I think that'll apply to airdrops as well. We also have
Airdrops.
an airdrop plugin which we can spawn it in certain areas and stuff. So
Yeah, okay. You could get it to drop on top of the mountain or something like that.
yeah, probably most of it's going to be in the centre, just to kind of keep it even.
Yeah, absolutely. Just to... got a question. Amske says, how are you going to assign the waypoints to the teams? Random or let them choose? Well, we said, didn't we, that it's going to be random on the day.
It's going to be
Is that
random
right?
on the day. However, I'll be honest, I don't know how we're going to do that. It's probably just going to be, we're going to give numbers to each team and then randomly select
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Good. Good. Excellent. So, let me think. Is there anything that we haven't covered? Let's have a look at the stream, see if any questions have popped up that we haven't answered.
Hello, Mr. Danny T. we've got
Hi,
a hell
Danny.
of a lot of people.
Yeah, we have. This is good. Good turnout. And of course, I think you're going to upload this, aren't you, to
Yeah, I'm going to put this on YouTube just in case people want more info who haven't seen the stream.
Okay. Yeah. That's another thing that we haven't covered yet. Prizes and giveaways.
Right.
So
Yeah. For the prizes, I have got some T-shirts which were sent to us by one of our sponsors, Discord. They're actually. I was quite skeptical when they said, "Oh, we'll send you some T-shirts." I was thinking, Discord T-shirts. Is anyone going to actually wear those? But I've got them here, and they are actually really cool.
yeah. Okay. So that's for
there's-
the actual winners, the contestants themselves.
Yeah, the
are going to win
contestants
those.
themselves, they're going to win those, and I have got some Rust skins as well. Each teammate of the winning team is going to have a bolt-action Tundra rifle, Tundra skin,
Ooh.
which I thought was is actually a really cool bolt-action skin, and I might buy one myself.
Nice.
And there's also just a military camo AK. I was looking at the one that kind of looks like a fade AK, but they're like 20 quid each. I thought maybe next time. Maybe next time.
Because this is this is the first, isn't it?
This is the first.
Hopefully.
We've been able to buy those because of our amazingly generous sponsors. Well, I think we got to £95, and yeah, it was just amazing to see how many people are really hyped for this.
Fantastic. And for viewers as well, there's going to be giveaways.
Yep. For the viewers, there is going to be obviously giveaways of copies of Rust. People have kind of been wondering about that. Why are you giving away copies of Rust? Because some people don't have Rust. They kind of just watch streams. I know before I buy a game, I watch streams, I watch videos and stuff. So I guess that's why I wanted to give away copies of Rust.
Yeah.
And also, there's going to be... my mind's gone blank.
You've got some servers.
Oh, servers,
Yeah.
yes.
Servers.
We've got three 100 slot Rust servers, all paid for 3 months to give away to viewers, and we've also got 3 web hosting packages to give away alongside those. I think they are going to be given away as a kind of package because it wouldn't really make sense if you didn't. And we've got 3 web domains to give away as well, .co.uk or .com, courtesy of our 2 sponsors, UHOSTPRO and Infused Hosting. All the links for them are in the bottom of the stream.
Excellent. So, yeah, some good incentives. And even if you win a copy of Rust and you've already got it, I mean, it's up to you what you do with it. You can give it to a friend, I presume. Give it to your mum. Sell it on eBay.
Yeah, if you want to get your mum into Rust.
I wouldn't personally want to get my mum into Rust. She'd be ringing me up every 5 minutes going, what do I do now? Do I?
Yeah, there's a guy outside my base.
Yeah, he's naked.
He's naked, and he's just pulled a bolt-action rifle out of somewhere. I don't know where it's come from.
Yeah, I think it would just confuse. It probably confuse people's mums. I wouldn't give it to your mum. But, yeah, that's what you could look forward to, potentially. There's going to be plenty to get your teeth into. And hopefully it will be good. So, when it happens, obviously tonight it's just me, but on the day I'm going to be joined by LOLOUTftw. So we're going to be commenting on the whole thing together. I'm going to be flying around. Much like this. You can't see it, but I'm going to be able to fly around, teleport. We're both going to be able to teleport and watch the proceedings from the air, do some fun flybys and things, and try and capture as much of the action as we can.
Yep, that's what we're wanting to provide, as well as obviously the different streams from all the different participants.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not sure, but I think the only person who isn't able to stream is Sawinter, if you're looking forward to that. However, he will be uploading to YouTube. Yeah.
Well, that's fine, because his internet being down
Australian.
under. If you don't know, Australian internet is famous for still being on dial-up, I think. No.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought they have really, really good internet, but it's actually the opposite is the case. It's probably the heat melts the wires or something. I don't know. But
probably there's got to be something. There's got to be a reason.
Venomous insects chewing on the cables.
Yeah.
But yeah. So there'll be plenty of choice when it comes to streams, and plenty of opportunities to watch it all afterwards. Either here on Twitch, because it'll be saved. My stream here that I'm going to be doing on this channel will be saved, so you'll be able to watch it afterwards. And yeah, there'll be plenty of opportunities to catch up. So don't worry if you can't actually make it on the day. You can still watch it afterwards. And yeah.
I've just read one thing in the chat. Will there be random Rolling Thunder bombings on random bases? I'm not thinking we're going to bomb the bases, because I don't think that'd be fair. However, missions, we might bomb the area. We're definitely going to be bombing the start area, because there's too much loot there for people to just keep going back for. So I think we're going to give about 5 minutes and then start bombing all that. And yeah, I guess that's kind of all the bombing we're going to be doing.
Okay. Will there be the helicopter, or is that disabled?
Oh no, there's going to be a helicopter.
There will be helicopters.
Oh, I'm probably thinking more than one helicopter at a time.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Got to be some challenges,
Yeah, definitely.
We can't have the first hour of it just building. Oh no, we've got to have a helicopter.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that could also provide some opportunities if they do manage to take it down.
Yeah.
For some extra loot.
I believe
C4.
the better loot will actually increase whatever the amount of whatever's in the heli crash as well. So
Yeah. And that's another thing. Just someone's reminded me with a question. They've spoken about mines. Well, it's not a question; it's a statement, really. But I presume that they can build trap houses and things like that.
Yep.
They can build traps. They can be clever. They can decoys.
trap houses are allowed, perfectly allowed. I guess that could be quite confusing with the whole there must be a door thing. But for a trap house, the top of it is going to be open, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you know, and if you're building a trap house, you're going to put a mine or something at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
they're going to be fine. I
It'll-
doubt anyone's going to build one anywhere.
No, but if they wanted to be clever, if they wanted to be sneaky, then that's a possibility. There's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, yeah. Anything else that you can think of? I think we've pretty much covered everything to do with the event. So,
I guess we should probably show the other two areas.
do please. Yeah, show us around the other two.
I think Dean's observing and thinking, which one do I want?
Well, he's not going to get a choice. You're not going to get a choice,
yeah.
Dean. Well, you might get
No
lucky, but
choice.
you're probably not going to get a choice. You're probably not going to get the one you want. You've got a 75% chance of not getting what you want.
Yep. Quite a high percentage of
Quite a high percentage of
getting
not
what you
getting
want.
what you want. I just did think of something, and it's then popped out of my mind. I'm just trying to think what it was again. No, it's gone. It has gone. Oh, that's right, yes. For future tournaments.
Oh yeah, you can apply on the website right now if you go to rustconquest.com. I guess I'll spam it in the chat.
Yep. The details are on this page, though, aren't they? So
Yeah. You can click apply at the top and just fill out the form. Make sure you obviously stick to the criteria, otherwise we are just going to say no, apply again, fix your application. But we have actually had, I think, 7 or 8 teams apply now, and they're all set, and they will probably be included in the qualifier stages. But none of that's
Excellent.
kind of been sorted out yet.
No.
There's going to be a lot of teams, so I need to work out how I'm going to knock some of them out.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, that's going to be interesting. To open it out to the community. Sorry, Teffy Gaming members can respawn an unlimited amount of times.
Yep.
And
As soon as the banner's gone, they're out. But until then, they can respawn as many times as they want.
so if they haven't got a bag down, they'll respawn in a random place as usual on the coast, and they'll have to find their way to their banner. And if they have got a bag down, then they will respawn there. Have you got any reduced timers on bags, or will it be the same as vanilla?
Going to be the same as vanilla.
So they're going to be out for a period of time if they do get killed. Okay. Sounds fair.
Just for when people spawn on the coasts, we do have playrust.io set up on the server, because I thought that'd kind of be fair, because maybe not. I know Dean's team have played a lot of hours on this map, and they probably know where they're going, but someone like Psy Syndicate, I'll be honest, he isn't going to know where he's going on Happy's Island. So
Can't speak for him, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So you'll have a map overlay for them on the server, so they can easily find them. Will you have the places marked on it so that they'll know where they are? I mean,
no, that'll be on the just on the screenshotted map that's on the website.
Okay.
And for
Right.
people who I think I saw earlier in the chat, people are like, oh, they're going to be stream sniping the main account. They're going to be watching the live stream and knowing what's going on. No, we'll be watching for that. and people aren't allowed their chats open. They're not allowed donation pop-ups. They're not allowed, any streams. They're not allowed messaging open on the Steam. They're going to be stuck in their team, in the TeamSpeak, in their channel, and yeah, even if they team up with another team, like for example, Dean's team might team up with his best mate, partially Royal's team, and they're not allowed to go into each other's channels, so it's all in-game chat for that.
Okay, but if people want to form alliances, they can, or do they have to be against each other?
Don't have to be against each other, but there can only be one winning team.
There can only be one, just like Highlander.
Yep.
Okay. Right. Well, this is going to be very interesting.
One thing I do want to ask you specifically, Shadow, is what do you think is going to happen? Or how do you think people are going to play this?
Well, I mean, it's difficult to say because I can't get inside their brains. But I know it's not all about PvP. We have got, when you look at the teams, they're an interesting. Each team is interesting for a different reason, and I think certain teams, without mentioning them, are underestimated by people. Oh yeah,
I agree with that.
Especially when it comes to base building. But because you've run a couple of polls on Twitter, haven't you? And the results have been interesting to see what people's perceptions of how well the teams will do have been. But I think there could be some surprises. And as you say, we never know what each team's going to do. They may, because they won't know each other's movements, my money would be on there being at least one time when two teams, or maybe even three teams, go against someone else without even knowing what each other are doing. And you could find that someone gets ganged up on, not deliberately, but just how it works out. So you never really know how the balance of power is going to swing. It's also as much about building a secure base quickly as it is being able to...
Even just getting up 3 high stone walls and a gate around this just to start off would be a big start.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Because that's like tripling the amount of C4 you're going to need.
Yeah,
and then they can literally just build around it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because obviously this base is going to be on a slant, so I don't think they're going to be able to connect this to this. I think they're going to have to kind of put something around it and then kind of build where they can.
Right, right.
It's a bit more awkward, this one. This is if you don't know, this is location C.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, it's difficult, this one, isn't it? Because it's on a bit of a slope all around.
Yeah. This is probably the worst one you could get.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
I think it's at the north of the map, right near the coast. So I guess one advantage of it could be you could spawn on the coast right next to it. But
this is also a little bit harder to get to, I think, this one, because it's more in the shelter of the mountains, isn't it? It's kind of awkward to build, but it's more cut off from the others. Yeah. So it's difficult.
Everywhere's got its own strengths and weaknesses.
Yes. Okay. Just had a question. When's it going to start? Just so late comers to the stream. This is just a test stream for the event, which is actually going to be happening on Sunday at 7 PM UK time. I'm afraid you'll have to use a calculator to work out what that is where you live. But for instance, I think EST, US time, Eastern US, is going to be about 2 PM. And then, you should be able to work out from there where you sit. But you've tried to keep it as civil for everyone as possible, haven't you?
Yeah.
Sort of civilized time. I think it's only Australia that are going to miss out more than anyone else. But
we've actually got quite a few Aussies as well, I think. We've got Winter, we've got Vertigo.
Yep.
Do we have any more?
I don't think we've got any others, any other
Zuckel
representatives.
Isn't Zuckles was well?
Zuckles,
is
yeah,
Australian.
Zuckles would have been. He still is. He still is Australian.
Well,
but he would.
Well, the
he would have
majority
been.
is American.
Yeah,
we've got.
So let's see. So yeah, so Team 1 is mostly from the US, apart from Sir Winter. Team 2 I think is mostly from the US. Team 3, that's Dean's team. The Dean team.
I think most of them are US as well.
Right.
I think it's only Danny who's UK.
UK based. And then we've got Vertigo's team.
Australia, America. I think
Trousey's
Europe.
He's Europe. I'm sure he's Europe. Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, we've not got a huge UK contingent. Mostly
no,
US.
definitely not.
With a spattering of UK, Europe, and Australia. So we're fairly global. We're fairly global.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
Just the Aussies that have got it bad for them.
Unfortunately,
which I think
they do have a bit of
I do think that's going to affect Team Vertigo.
It could
But
do.
everybody's like, oh, they're going to win. It's going to be great, you know. But Vertigo, obviously, it's going to be 1 a.m. for him, something like that, 2 a.m.
Yeah, I think it's going to be about 2 a.m.
And yeah, all of the team is really good, but are they going to gel together? Because Vertigo's obviously the leader, he is a good leader, but is he going to be a good leader at 2 a.m.?
Sorry, I just had to kill that horse. There can only be one, don't you know? I'm playing Highlander with horses. Sorry. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Obviously, people are going to be in different states of awakeness.
Yeah, yeah. Even the Americans. I mean, it's a Sunday.
Oh
It's
yeah,
2 p.m.
2 p.m. on a Sunday.
Be up.
Well, I mean, or it could be after lunch, and they could be a bit drowsy from lunch.
Yeah,
You know.
there's so many factors. I think the Brits are going to have it best.
Not that you've particularly.
But I'm not biased.
Done that,
I'm just
done
saying
that on purpose.
from my experience, 7 p.m.'s a good time for Brits, and I think we've got Syndicate is a Brit, but he's in America, and Danny T is a Brit. Is Danny T literally the only British person in Britain who's in it? I think he might be.
I think he might be.
Oh, dear.
If anyone knows any different, then please say. But I think he might be. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. Should we move on to the last?
Yeah, let's do the last one. Let's go and have a look at the last one then. Follow you to it.
Oh, actually, yeah. This is an interesting one as well.
Oh.
This is obviously the final area to be added, and as you can see, it's right next to a lighthouse.
Yeah.
I guess this would be a good area for loot, because I can already see a barrel there. I don't think we've seen any barrels from the rest of them.
No. There's a barrel just there.
There's a forest as well, so that's
You've
resources.
got plenty of wood. Have you got much in the way of stone, though? There's a few nodes.
Like I said, I'm probably gonna increase the stone gather rate because with the tool cupboard thing, they do need a bit more stone because it's just kind of wire restrict twice. But there should be plenty of stone. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4. There's plenty of nodes. There's 6 nodes I can see.
Yeah.
This could be the winner. This one.
Well, if it just depended on location. But I suppose they're a little bit more open here as well. That's the trouble.
Sneak attack from the water.
Sneak attack from the water, sneak attack from the trees.
Yeah,
possibly.
Sneak attack from this rocky area near the water again.
I guess people are going to be heading around the coast rather than going over the middle, aren't they?
Yeah, the middle might be a bit awkward for people. But then again, if they've just been to a mission in, say, in the centre, they might go, whatever, we'll go straight for one of these bases, and then they are coming from the mountains. So, but even from the mountains, there's plenty of cover coming into this one.
Yeah. Can I just say we've had a question Maybe disable the flamethrower so someone can't just rush in at the start and burn everything in the cage.
We have thought of that. I might disable it for crafting, but I do want the flamethrower to be in this because it's never used in. Well, it is used, but
it's used a lot
it would
against the
be-
wood and stuff. So
yeah, I don't know how much damage it'll do to this sign.
I
'Cause a
don't
lot of it is
know. I
metal.
mean, we could test it out, couldn't we?
Yeah, this is a test server actually. I'll get a frame.
Let's try it, shall we?
Yeah, let's try it.
Hey, give me one as well.
I'll give you it. Flamethrower.
Okay, we shall see. We shall see whether this does significant damage. I think it should damage the tool cupboard as well.
There you go.
Okay, here we go. Let's have a look. Is it actually doing any damage?
Let's find out. Yeah, it actually is. Not. It's going down fairly quick. Oh, hold on. Is it?
Oh, it is. No, it's.
It did go down and then it did stop. I think that might be because all the fire's gone from in there.
Yeah. Oh no, it's going down. It's going down now. Yeah. There we go.
But I guess the fire isn't actually sticking on this concrete. It's just on the outside.
No, you would need a fair amount to actually get it, but it's.
And you've got to be close as well.
Yeah, there we
don't
go.
forget
It's going to
that.
go. There we go. Now it's
There we
gone.
go.
So it does. It won't be instant, but it's potential. If you could get your hands on a flamethrower and you could actually get to the banner before it was walled off, then yes. But I don't think that's going to happen, is it? Not likely.
I
Possible.
didn't. Yeah.
Possible.
Anything's possible in this. Anything could happen. It's really difficult to predict what's going to happen.
Oh, sorry, Danny T. I think it might be that I've got things set up for donations wrong. I'll have to change that. Is that or
One
did you
sec,
did you donate to the one
The Rust-
on this channel
Rust
or my
Conquest,
one?
yeah.
The Rust Conquest one. Okay, we'll just check.
I'll load that up.
But thank you very much. The thought counts as well. Yeah, you could try doing a test donation of about £500 to me as well on my Twitch channel.
Yeah.
Can't promise you get it back, but
Yeah.
thank you, Jake.
Anybody else got any
Jacobina.
questions? Where is Zuckles? Zuckles had dropped out because of time. I'm afraid.
Sorry, I think you'll have
it's
to
quite-
repeat that because you broke up a bit for me.
Sorry, my internet's really bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Zuckles is he's had to drop out because of time zone differences. Milan. So he's not in Milan. That's the name of the guy.
Yeah. No, he's doing some important schoolwork. I think home economics or something.
Yeah.
But
Danny
yeah.
T. Yeah, I got it. All by myself. Don't want to be all by myself. Hope this helps with the prizes. Yep. Thank you very much, Danny. That will go to towards another copy of Rust to give away. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very, very much indeed. All donations
I think
greatly
they are
received.
actually £5 on G2A as well, so that is a full copy.
Cheeky bonus. Very nice. Dank memes. I
just want to plug
generally
again
create them.
our generous sponsors. They're very generous. We've got a load of T-shirts to give away from Discord for our participants. So unfortunately, you guys can't get those. I just seen the test donation of £500. Yeah.
But if you do want a very nice T-shirt,
Oh yeah.
then you can get an official T-shirt, I believe.
Yep. I'll just spam the chat with that now. It's teespring.com/rustconquest. They are very nice, and I'm not just saying that because we're selling them. I'm saying that because Teffy and SHADOWFRAX designed these, and they're really nice. I bought my own already. Hopefully we'll be able to sell enough to get it. No.
Have you? No.
Teespring works how it doesn't produce any until the time's gone. So there's 10 days remaining.
Ah, okay. So,
and I think we've got to sell so many as well.
Right. Okay. So yeah, have a look at those. See what you think of the design. And yeah, I might get one myself. I think it looks rather good.
I just want to sell enough so that I can get mine.
Yeah, that's it.
You can also get the hoodies as well. We've put it on the hoodies.
Oh, yeah,
I think a lot of people will probably miss that. The hoodies do look nice.
They do.
I personally didn't buy one. There's more colours for the hoodies as well.
Yeah. Are they on offer at the moment as well, are they? Is there an offer on them?
I think that offer's gone now, but I will do one right now.
Okay.
For the Twitch viewers.
Oh, look at that! How generous! How generous are we?
Promotions. Yep, there we go. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think so. We've seen all 4 areas. And we've seen the start area. Should we just go back to the start area for those who haven't seen it? For those who are late to the stream? Because
yep, let's.
I think we'll go back to see where it all starts and all kicks off.
Yep, and I'll post that promo code in a second.
Okay. Right, so this is where it kicks off. And each team are going to be teleported into a different one of these cages. So there's 4 cages, as you can see. If I just go up here, you can see the 4 cages spread around. And on the ground there are lots of chests. And here on these racks there are chests. And they're going to be full of goodies, which they can quickly snatch and then peg it to their area.
Yeah. If you want to look in one of these, I'll find you a decent one.
Find me a decent one.
We'll go with this one.
Okay. So let's have a look.
I have nerfed some of the loot in some of them, but obviously there are some which are very juicy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we've got to give some people advantages, and if you find the right box, you're going to get your advantage.
Yeah. Good. So, always like a nice pumpkin.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a sniper's dream, though.
Yeah.
I love the shot from inside the pumpkin. That's good. That's class. That is.
But yeah, it's very very cold in this tent a bit as well. So
yes, they won't want to.
They could potentially freeze.
They won't want to hang around, will they?
No.
In this area,
especially when the bombings come.
Oh yes.
I think we've got some like 6 or 7 staff members. So we'll kit them up with an RPG and 5,000 rounds or something, and they'll just blow the shit out of this place.
You should have a little countdown. You should have a little countdown timer, like a 30-second countdown for them before the bombings start.
I'll just get T-Bus in the chat to sit on the server console and just type 30, 29, 28.
I think you should. I think that would be an absolute time. It would add an air of tension straight away. Yeah. And I think also, would it be practical to have some little signs, just say pointing in the direction of each one, say C this way, B this way, D, or will you just let them?
I think I'm just gonna let them find out for themselves, because obviously there's playrust.io, which has the map, which is a live map as well, so they know exactly where they are, and Yeah, I think that's all they'll need. To be honest.
We've had a question. Anime Sugoides-chan.
That
Nice,
was a good
nice name.
pronunciation.
Well, I know Japanese to an extent. Says, how do I select a size for the hoodie?
Let me just have a look at that.
Should be a little box underneath, I think.
Yeah,
To say from memory.
I think you do is you go to buy it, you click buy now, and then you select the size. Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Okay. So it's once you select it to buy, then you've got a drop down box somewhere
Yep.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably why you've got to actually go in a little bit further.
Personally, I like the black of
bum.
each of them.
Yeah,
I
the
think
black.
I bought a black T-shirt.
Yeah, the black looks good. Nice, high contrast black. Good.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm so looking forward to this. It's going to be really fun. Why did I just get XP from that? Oh,
because this
spawned
is
it all
your
in.
gun, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's ownership, the ownership thing.
Oh, I'm going to get so much XP through this then.
You are. Let's see if I can take that horse out. There we go. Oh, thank you very much, Zatronx. One more donation.
Oh, okay.
That's come
I've
on,
just
thank
crossed
you.
it off. I'll have to log in.
Thank you.
Somehow.
Sorry, we haven't got notifications set up on this because I'm streaming it through my software and I don't think I've got the notifications set up to say. But thank you very much indeed.
Yeah.
So
I'll get your message up now
yeah,
and read it
we
out.
do confirm that. So thank you very much. Anyone else got any questions? Any questions at all about this? Anything you've missed? Please say it now, and we'll try and answer as many as we can before we finish up.
I'm only seeing the Danny T donation, I'm afraid. Zatron. Are you sure you donated it to the right place?
Might want to check that's gone through all right. Did you donate
Yeah.
it through to the Rust Conquest one?
I mean, it could have
Just
been through
double-check
straight
that.
to you. I don't know.
I don't think it should because the only way that you donate to me would be through my own channel. So if you're watching on this channel, you wouldn't be able to donate to me.
Yeah. Anything else I need to say? I don't know.
Hello,
Any
Nidas.
more questions from the chat?
I'm just looking back. I can't see
Is
any
it Sunday
particular-
or Saturday? This isn't the event, the Real Viking 1184. This is a test stream, and we're just kind of showing everything to people. And yeah, the actual one is Sunday at 7 p.m. UK time, which is I think 2 p.m. American Central, and 1 a.m. in Australia. I'm afraid. Yeah.
We've just had a question from Anime Sugoides-chan. Where do I enter code Twitch? On, I presume, on the page where you buy the hoodie.
Right. Let me just go through this myself.
I'm sorry,
Right.
I can't. I don't know the page off by
I believe
heart.
as
So
you're checking out, it will give you an option to enter a promo code. There must be a promo code.
it might well be. Yeah, it might well be on checkout.
I can't actually see it. Beats me. Actually, there.
Voxbear. Yeah, we will
Unless
be
I'm doing
in...
it wrong, these codes.
Just got a question from Voxbear for me. What type of view mode will myself and Yakman be in when commentating in the event? I will be in a combination of no clip and the debug camera. So it'll be a combination of this, where I'm flying around. My body is in a location, and it will be also a combination of this as well. And I'm probably going to apply a cam lerp to it so it's smoother. At the moment it's not very smooth because, Yeah, see, I haven't got the cam-lerp function on, but it will be a lot better when I'm actually doing it. And then I'll be able to zoom in, go inside people's bases without them being able to see me, so I won't be interrupting them or anything. And yeah, we should both be doing that. Although you'll see it through my eyes, I think LOLOUT will be streaming it on his as well if you want to look at it through his eyes. But we will both be commentating together, and he might fly off separate to me and have a look at what other people are doing. So we can keep an eye on more than one team at a time and try and cover, if anything exciting happens, we'll try and cover it and get to it before the action kicks off. So yeah.
Yeah. I actually got the entire thing wrong. You don't put a code in, you go to that link, which... Yeah, so if you want to click on that link and whatever it is, whatever your name is, dude, click on that link.
Yeah,
that name. If you go on that link, it will give you 30% off. And yeah.
Dean Central makes a good point. You can get the plugin, the Vanish plugin, so that your body is invisible while you're in no clip.
Yeah, I have seen that. I might put that in. I probably will for staff purposes.
Yeah. I mean, just so that people don't get alarmed.
Yeah, so when there's an admin going through their base checking that they're not doing something they shouldn't.
I won't be. Yeah. I mean, you can do that without actually having to be physically present. You can just use the debug camera, can't you? But
I don't see why we would need to be no clip in someone's base. It's just the camera.
No, just the camera. That's right. But yeah, so they don't get distracted, maybe, so that they don't actually see us as being there. It might be an idea, but I'll leave that up. Obviously, that's up to you. And if we use it, then we use it. But we will try to keep out of the way of the contestants. Ours is just literally an eye in the sky job, and we will be watching and making sure that everybody behaves, which I'm sure they will.
Yep, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to behave.
They would be daft.
We're not going to have any naughty people. There's going to be... maybe not on our stream specifically, but I know a lot of the participants get thousands of viewers. So, honestly, I'm not sure what we're going to have viewer-wise, but the participants themselves are going to have thousands. Therefore, they can't really do anything hacky.
No,
you know?
And most of the people, most of the contestants' viewpoints are going to be saved on Twitch, because most of them are going to be streaming it. So if there's any issues, then it'll be possible to go back over their footage and see what they did and settle any disputes, if any disputes do arise, which hopefully they won't.
Yeah, I mean, we've got our contact page on the website, we've got Twitter, I think we've got our DMs public for everyone. So if you spot something, just send it through Twitter, send it through the contact page, although that'll be a bit slower when we're actually in the event. Yeah. And we'll check it out.
Yeah. If you do see something you're suspicious about, or if you're not happy with something, yeah, probably best to send it in privately rather than openly and get other people involved.
We don't
anything. It'd be,
we don't want abuse in the chat. Like, honestly, there's people who are participating that people call hackers, and I don't want that in our chats. I want this to be a fun event, and if you've got something that you think, oh, that's a hack, just send it through DM on Twitter. We don't need it in the chat. Yeah, people say Beachels is a hacker. I'm sure some people say Danny T is a hacker, because honestly, he's crazy.
Are always going to get. You're always going to get accusations, especially if you're good at something. I mean, I don't know anything. I don't really get involved in these things, but you know, we will be keeping an eye on everything, and I'm sure no one's going to do anything suspicious. I mean, because they won't get away with it. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you want one person who we have like said, no, you're not coming in this tournament. You are a hacker. We're not having you. You hang around with Keemstar. It is Voxbear. We've said no, you're not coming in. That's a joke.
Yeah, I get
Some people might not know who Vox Bear is. He's one of LOLOUT's friends and
I
partner
know.
on.
He's in the chat.
Yeah, that's that's why I called him out. Check out their channel actually. It's Faulty JR, I believe. It's quite cool. If I'm honest.
It's a new channel, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Starting it off with the second video on the entire channel, a Keemstar podcast. Very good choice, my friend.
Well, he's a difficult man to get a hold of.
Well,
So-
yeah, he is, and I heard not long ago he's actually a big fan of Rust, and he plays
is.
Rust. And I did see him on Sir Winter's video, and I heard from LOLOUT that he watches his seasons and of Planet Rust and everything. So,
Yeah,
it's pretty cool, to be honest.
Yeah, he is a big fan. So,
He might even be watching this.
he might
You know?
even be watching this from the shadows. I don't know.
That would be quite an accomplishment for us.
If you are there, Keem, speak to us.
Let us
give us a
know. And we
sign.
have actually had another sale for the t-shirts or the
Wow.
hoodies.
Excellent.
So, yeah.
That's really cool. Well, I hope we get enough sales, and then everyone will get their t-shirts. But there was a question Danny T asked. I don't know if you saw it. Is there any chance of the winning team to get their team name printed onto a Rust Conquest shirt? I don't know if there's that facility. Is there?
At the moment, no. However, if this all goes to plan, I'm expecting we'll be able to get a lot more sponsors, which means a printing company could quite possibly get involved, or even the next time we do a t-shirt, for like the next event. 'Cause, hopefully we'll do different t-shirts for each event, because I want them to stay quite limited edition.
Yeah.
And we might we might have the previous winning team on the t-shirt.
Yeah. On the back, like a
On
tour
the,
thing.
on the back, on the front,
Yeah. that'd
on
be
the
a good
arms.
idea. Yeah. So if you want a limited edition, very first episode of it t-shirt, then you know where to go. Because it might not come up again. Who knows?
Yeah, I want different designs each time, and I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
I always need more clothes, so
Yeah, I go through them.
honestly I only buy t-shirts like Twitch t-shirts or t-shirts from online and stuff. So it'd be quite nice to have t-shirts for my own tournament.
Indeed, absolutely. Well, okay. I think that we've pretty much covered all of our questions. I don't
I
see
think
any
so.
new ones. But if you're late to the stream and you want to go back and watch it again, this will be saved. So if you missed anything at the beginning and you want to see all the different banners that are around the island, then we did do a tour of them, and you can go back and watch it.
I believe each of the teams will probably check it out just to see what it's like in each area.
Yeah, I hope they do. I hope they do.
I know Dean's only stuck around not to hear my voice, but to but to check out the different areas and stuff.
Yeah. Well,
It's a good strategy.
yeah, you need to...
All the info you can get.
Yeah, you do. It's another aspect of the... It's another aspect of the strategies of the tournament. Good. Well, look forward to it. So, everybody, we will see you, hopefully, on Sunday at 7 PM UK time, whatever that is where you are. And we will hopefully have a great tournament.
Yeah.
And with your help and your support, it will hopefully become something bigger.
Yeah.
We can do it again.
That's the plan.
Maybe you can take part in it. Ooh. Right. Okay. Great. Thank you very much for coming along, and we'll catch you later. In the
Thank you very
meantime,
much.
stay rusty.